You know, I'm out here today, just got done washing a little baby whip. That's the one I got from Michelle, was a little baby whip. So that she could be able to go out DoorDash and have a clean vehicle and feel better, smell better, you know, having that environment that you're in, a positive environment, a healthy environment, one that smells good, feels good, looks good, all that just gives you a more positive mind frame, more positive attitude, you know. It helps me a lot. Plus, part of my recovery is cleaning. It doesn't matter if it's a vehicle, if it's a house, if it's myself. You see today, I had to do the hair. I faded my hair up, shaved my face. I just had to feel clean and just feel good and just refreshed. I feel like I've been majorly blessed. I know that I talk about God a lot because I love God. I know that God is what supplies everything in my life. So, you know, when I think about that, like I was really worried this month that I wasn't gonna make my bills, that things weren't gonna happen, and you know, and that I've been spreading myself way thin, and like with my work, trying to set up my business, trying to organize stuff for a nonprofit, you know, for my nonprofit, that I'm trying to get it created. I'm trying to get all this stuff done in a place where what I'm doing hasn't been done. And so I'm trying to break ground, and each step is a little bit rougher than I would, I guess, like, you know, I guess, you know, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it. And, was it last night or night before last, finally was able to make enough money between me and Michelle. We made enough money to be able to pay the rent this month. Because we're having to DoorDash. I'm having to do DoorDash and do remodels on people's houses and do all the stuff, run, you know, volunteer to run groups, all recovery groups 3 times a week, being available 5 times a week for online groups, like all these different things. And it's trying to keep my sanity, trying to organize everything so that it's scheduled, so that I make it on time. There's a lot of different things, you know, and that's just life. You know, I ain't doing nothing special. There's many people that do a million times more things than I do and accomplish it and do it a way better job than I do. You know, but for me, it's a lot. You know, it's my struggle. This is my struggle I'm going through. And, but the Lord provided, you know. We made what we needed to make. And it feels good, and that weight's been lifted off me, you know. That I know that the money's there, you know. And it sucks that we have to have money, you know, we have to worry about these things, you know. But it's just life. It's life, guys. But it's good to be able to have people that you could talk to about it and vent and everything. It's been helping me a lot. I finally had 2 people show up to group. What? Yep, 2 people showed up. I was so stoked. It was just powerful. Some people, you know, it's powerful, the different diversity of people that you would just, you know, you're like, oh, that person would be like, why do they struggle? And they shouldn't be struggling, you know? But we're all struggling. That's the thing. We're all struggling in some way, shape, or form. Except if we're going to admit it or not. You know, a lot of us like to hide it and everything like that, but we're all struggling in some way. And it's good to have people, it feels good to have people, you know, that just lift you up, that encourage you, that are positive, or that you just get along with, you know, that you feel are kind of like yourself. And that you could just be raw and real. Like me, I try to be raw and real with everybody, and be authentic in that, you know. And I believe the more that we're authentic with ourselves in our recovery, in our daily actions, our daily activities, if we're just ourselves, yeah, at first people may not like that. Who cares? It's none of our business what people's opinions of us are. So, that's what helps me every day. But sometimes I still doubt myself and I don't feel good, like I'm good or I'm smart or I'm good looking or that I'm not good enough to do what I'm doing or whatever, you know. And it causes me, usually I act out in frustration or anger or something. But I'm getting better at it. You know, I'm getting better. I'm working on it. You know, I'm allowing myself to be molded and to be available. Last night was phenomenal. There was this girl, she told me the other day, she's like, I'm a junkie. I was like, cool, bet. That's awesome. You know? She's like, can I volunteer to help you? I said, yeah, I need volunteers all the time. And, well, she never called me. She said that she needed to talk to me about her and her husband. Well, last night, I was helping Michelle dash, and the dash wouldn't go through, and it wasn't working or something. It just kept spinning and spinning and spinning, and I was like, well, go up here to this Burger King where I talked to this chick at the other day. I need to jam her up for not calling me. So I pulled up on her, and I was like, hey, what's up? I said, well, you forget to call me? You want me to make sure your phone works or something? And I jumped out on her and this other girl that worked with her and everything. And she's like, hey, I needed you tonight. I needed to talk to you tonight. I said, well, you got my card. What's in my purse? Well, you better keep one in your purse, one in your pocket, one in something. Like, she was telling me a story about somebody walking up with no shirt at the drive-thru begging for food. And then she had another girl that worked there with her. She was struggling. And she's like, I'm just really struggling and everything. And I felt so bad. You know, I was just like, it was so sad. She's just like, I gave her my card. She's like, can you tell me what this says? And I was like, yeah, I can tell you what it says. And she's like, I don't know how to comprehend when I read. And I said, that's fine. I'm not tripping. You know, it took me a long time to be able to comprehend and do things. And so I told her, I said, it says pathways to pillars. And she's like, what does that mean? I said, well, I just want to let you guys know that and help you to find different pathways to your recovery so that you can become pillars in the community. And she was just like, oh, for real? I want to do this, I want to do that. Can I come to your groups? And I said, yeah, hit me up. Here's my card, blah, blah. You know? I let them know there was groups and stuff. And then she's all, do you pray for people and stuff? I was like, yeah. She's like, will you pray for me right now? I was like, bet. And we sat there and prayed and everything. And then I was like, here, come here, give me a hug. Are you know? And I gave her a hug and everything. And Michelle was sitting in the car. And she tells Michelle, she's all, thank you for letting me hug your husband. Thank you for letting me hug your husband. And Michelle's all, no matter what, he's going to hug everybody. That dude is a big old teddy bear. He is a hugger for sure, you know? So, it just felt phenomenal, you know? And sometimes people just need that. They just need a hug. I know sometimes I do, but people don't want to hug me because I look like this, you know? Since I look like this, nobody really wants to hug me and stuff. Maybe they do, but they don't ever, like, most people don't try to even talk to me, let alone hug me. So, but it was phenomenal, and I want y'all to pray for that girl, for both of them girls. The one girl, she told me some stuff over there. I'm not going to share it with you guys right now, but, you know, just, they need prayer over medical conditions and different things in life, like that, their addictions and stuff. And I ask everybody to pray for the two girls at Burger King and the girl at the Burger King girl's husband as well, and his addiction with heroin. So everybody please pray for them, you know. Thank you guys. Y'all have a great day. Bless y'all.